Diversity is a work in progress at the athletic departments of Arizona's 3 state universities: Arizona State, University of Arizona, and Northern Arizona. Across the 49 varsity teams at the 3 schools, there are just 3 African American head coaches: Arizona's women's basketball head coach, Nia Butts, Arizona track and field head coach, Fred Harvey, and Arizona State's newest hire, Stevie Mussey. Arizona State Vice President for University Athletics, Ray Anderson, who himself is just one of 12 African American athletic directors at the Division I level, hired Mussey last month to lead the women's volleyball program. Anderson has said that he makes it a priority to include diverse candidates in all of his coaching searches since arriving at ASU in January 2014.
Always looking to make sure when you're interviewing for a position that you have what we call diverse slates, which means a variety of folks that you want to interview and talk to and give an opportunity to present their case, and that means inclusion candidates, women, people of color.
When Anderson hired Mussey, she became one of 2 women of color to lead a collegiate volleyball program at the Division I level in a Power 5 conference.
It's not just white males that are coaching volleyball, it's women, men of color, women of color. And so it's just kind of a nice thing for everyone to see, and I think it'll continue to trend upward.
Volleyball has a low number of African Americans playing the sport as well. According to NCAA diversity research, just 10% of the women playing Division I collegiate volleyball are Black. But University of Arizona assistant sand volleyball coach Taiba Hanif Park hopes that her presence will allow her to be a role model for girls that may be interested in the sport.
To be a part of that heritage in terms of sports, not as many Black role models in the sport, but coming from like a Rita Crockett or Flo Hyman in the indoor team, and being able to be here in a position where I can kind of excel and push the sport forward means a lot to me.
For NAU associate track and field coach Kenny McDaniel, the role is flipped. Of his 20 sprinters, 14 are Black. He strives to provide an environment that is welcoming for all his athletes.
When you create an environment where any student athlete feel comfortable, they feel safe, they're willing to talk to you about things they might not talk with someone about that might not be I don't want to say skin color, but someone that they feel comfortable with.
ASU assistant track and field coach Ronnie Williams agreed. 82% of his athletes are Black. He teaches his non-African American athletes not to worry about being overlooked.
I think it's our performance. Words talk, our performance yells, and so we speak loudest with our performances.
Sports are the main focus, but NAU assistant basketball coach Wes Pfeiffer believes that preparing athletes for life is his most important responsibility.
I always say that we coach basketball, but we're also coaching life as well. So, we've brought these student athletes here. We care a great deal about them as well. As people first and then student athletes second.
Whether it be mentoring athletes for the future or instilling values in their own children, all agreed there is a responsibility to provide a welcoming community regardless of skin color.
I have a son who's 3 years old, so I'm starting to kind of instill things in him and let him know about our history and our founders and things of that nature as well.
I think we don't care what your race, what your ethnicity is. We want, this is going to be a place where we can foster your talent.
The next frontier for African Americans, FBS commissioner. There has never been a person of color to lead an FBS conference. In Tempe, Zuriel Loving, Cronkite News.